Peace and love, family. All praises to the Most High. Well, we're going to get into this one. Listen, you need to take this serious, like extremely serious. Let me show y'all something that a lot of people don't pay attention to and what they don't tell you and all that. So we're going to get into it, all right? Bear with me on this video a little bit. But if you watch it, you watch it. You don't, you don't. Understand that this does affect you. You might not think it's not affecting you, but it is affecting you. And it's a lot worse than what people think. All right? So let's get into it. All right, family. This is what you see when they talk about the U.S. national debt. This is what you call the U.S. debt clock. As you can see, it's running consistently, right? That's what you see. Now, this clock is exactly the money that's being spent per second. All right? Per second. So I need you to understand something. This is the number that they give you right here. That they're talking about, 39 trillion. Okay? Debt per citizen is 113,000. Debt per taxpayer is 356,000. Just pay attention to this U.S. national debt. That's the national debt. U.S. federal spending. $7 trillion, bro. In 1960, it was 53.13. 1980 was 34.53. 2000 was 58.77. And now it's 124. Excuse me. Just say 125. Okay? Just say 125. All right? Anything above 90, you know what I mean, is a red flag. It ain't no different than your finances. They can lie as much as they want, but it ain't no different than your finances. Why do I say that? If you was 90% in debt and you only kept 10% of your income, it'll be hard to survive. So if you're spending, let's say you make $100,000 and you're spending 90,000 of it and you're only saving 10%, it's a problem. Okay? So if you made $100,000 a year, but you're spending $125,000, you're bankrupt. All right? Stop being fooled. Okay? That's just a fact. We're bankrupt. They're not telling you that at all. Why they're not telling you that? Because they don't want you to panic. So, right here, 125. All right? The 125 number. Now, when you scroll down, and you look at U.S. total debt, the debt of complete of the United States, the total debt, okay? So take that into consideration, the total debt. If you look at the total debt, it's $107 trillion, basically. They pay $6 trillion in interest. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. Right here. When you look at credit card debt. All right? That's crazy. That is crazy. The credit card debt. Per household, people are in debt $96,000. All right? Tariff revenue ain't even matching, like, at all. And he's supposed to be paying that money back, so I don't know how they even got that up there. All right? the war defense, which is next to Social Security, you could. They say that they're spending $1 billion a day plus. What was it? I think it was like 30 billion that they spent to move everything and all that. And they're spending $1 billion a day. No, they're not. They're actually spending $2 billion a day. Why do I say $2 billion? For every missile that they launch, all right, every missile that they replace. So it's double. So don't get fooled by that. All right? Now, I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. Let me shrink it up a little bit and move it over. If you even let me move it over. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. I'm not going to even shrink it. Or I had my mouse somewhere else. That's why I wasn't moving over. All right. So, we're going to move over. Oh, stop. Why I did that? I don't know. Well, let's scroll. U.S. bankruptcies, 581,000 U.S. bankruptcies. 68,000 foreclosures. 36 million people living in poverty. You could just say 37 million. People without health insurance, 27 million. Food stamps recipients, 41 million. Medicaid recipients, 87 million. Medicare recipients, 64,000. Bottom 50% makes 35,000. All right. Now let's go here. State debt, 1 trillion. Debt per citizen, 3,124. Local debt, that's your schools and all that, all right? All this future tariffs and all that, you don't got to pay attention to that, all right? Let me move over. Why are you? U.S. homeless, 817,000 people are homeless in this country. But money for wars. Total debt to GDP ratio. It's 135,000. It's 134.97. So you could just even it out to 135,000. We're broke. The economy is done for. If we was to lose this war, it's over. So prepare yourself for the worst, hope for the best, and just pay attention to what's going on around you. That's what I'm saying. You know, it is what it is. Peace and love. I'll catch you on the next one. Get right with the Most High. Get with like-minded people. Listen, man. Don't let these people lie to you. It's called the U.S. debt clock. All the information that you need is all right here. All the information that you need. All right? So, official unemployment is 7 million people. Not what they tell you, 3-4%. Actually unemployed, 14 million people. Okay? So, don't let these people lie to you and all that. You see right here, private sector jobs, not in the labor force. Now, 103 million people is not in the labor force right now. So, like I said, I'll catch you on the next one. Get right with the Most High. It's called U.S. Debt Clock here. If you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. USDebtClock.org. Pay attention to what's going on around you so you won't get caught by surprise. Peace and love.